Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, Lowend to Legend, part 24. As you can probably gather by the length of this is going to be a stream on YouTube. So, first things first, let's firstly just get the game loaded up. Right, all good, and let's go live. We updated this, of course, this morning with part 23, so you'll be right up to date if you followed this, of course, all the way through. So let's just manage broadcast and all that shit that we have to do. All good, and go. Right, I'm saying go because I like to try and work out exactly when it comes up on YouTube. So Matt's already in the game, and moderation, whatever moderation can go fuck a bag of dicks. Okay, we're all good to go. Yes, guys. For the benefit of stream viewers, we are recording this as part 24 of the Lowend to Legend. Part 23 was done a couple of hours ago, if that. But thought we'd have a quick sneaky stream. What do you think? Yeah, we like cheeky streams, don't we? Matt is already in the game, and hopefully for the next hour or so, we should get. It should only be about an hour we play. We should get some important game time in, particularly for Matt. Let's just get to Matt's situation then. He's riding high at the top of Serie B in Brazil, but even though he's still got a couple of games to go, and even though he's smashing his way to finish top place, it means fuck all, because he's going to have a semi-final and then a final in order to get promotion. He's going to want his promotion. I think he's desperate for promotion, really, because, as I said on the video earlier on, unlike Argentina, where you can have half a season, you can claim a title, which is what you need to do, a top-flight title, because there's 2 top-flight titles in a year. In Brazil, it's not a top-flight title. The first half of the year isn't a Brazilian top-flight title. It's one of those championship shitty things. What's that say? No, you're not promoted, Matt. Matt, you're not promoted. That's playoff. I think you're fine, because look, down here, yeah, semi-final. You've got to have a semi-final. I don't think so, Matt. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I was in the illusions. Yeah, look, semi-final is on the 3rd of December. So you've guaranteed a playoff spot, and you're going to more than likely play whoever finishes 4th over 2 legs, as will 2nd and 3rd. And then the final will also be over 2 legs. Now, don't quote me on that. I believe that's going to be the case. I thought you knew that, Matt. I thought you knew that, because that's how the championship thing that you won, that's how that worked as well. You finished 3rd, didn't you? And won it. So these things, I guess, they swing in roundabouts, don't they? You could be on a 27-0 for the season, and it's irrelevant. It's a bit like the Australia thing and the America thing. You can work your bollocks off, and it can just prove fuck all when was it America, wasn't it? Get a goalie sent off in that final game. Fortunately, it's 2 legs, which gives you a bit of an opportunity. What's that? I thought it was, but check the pic I sent you. You sending dick pics again, are you? Okay, so it says you've won promotion. Okay, let me check something then. I'll tell you what it could be then, Matt. So it says you've won promotion. Let me just have a look at could be something to do with these guys. Okay, if anyone's got any ideas how this works, because I don't know then, so that... Oh, no, what we're talking about, that's the semi-final of this, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, you could be right, because over here it says Q. Q stands for qualified, don't it? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, won't we, Matt? We'll see. But I have noticed in the past where there's been... This is a natural CM where it says something like you've won the title, or it says it twice. Little grammar corrections, I don't know. We will see. If only Big Phil was here. Big Philip Derala, he would know. He's the man when it comes to South America. He's a know-how. We shall see. Okay, so we've got no other fucking stuff going on over here. We're not going to be buying any players. Okay. Well, we'll get a rough idea, won't we, now? I'll tell you another thing then, Matt. Something else then. Yours should say champion, shouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't say promoted, it would say champion. That's how I read that. It should say, I'm fucked if I know. I'm fucked if I know. But we shall see. We shall see. Let's just check a few things on my, my old WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, so we've got our game coming up on the 23rd. We've got to keep an eye on Matt. Obviously, from my point of view, we've gone beyond 3 months now, so we're certainly going to be keeping an eye on the job information for Portugal's top flight. I think it's obvious who we want. We want the likes of Sporting or Porto, Benfica. Is it Prague? Is it Prague, I think? Are they another giant? But there's nobody in Portugal there, not even Insecure. So I'm intrigued to see now then that if is it Joinville, if they win this game, they will confirm. Yeah, they're not even playing yet, are they? Okay, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that, aren't we? I don't know. I was just hoping maybe somebody might be able to clarify that. To be honest with you, but Benfica fly the flag. See, Benfica. This is just one of a few. I mean, they're down to 10. How much they got in the bank? Look at that! Look at that! 1.81 in the... Oh, my God. I mean, I'm guessing they've got a big stadium, haven't they? No, not as big as I thought. Let's just check their nose. Won the... Hello, ladies. All right, Gary. Gary, you might be able to answer this question, Gary. So, Matt is in the second tier of Brazil, right? Now, has Matt been promoted? Or Matt says... And Matt's just showing me a screenshot that it says promotion. However, I think it's going to be a playoff. You know, like how they do in Brazil? All fucked up and that sort of shit. So, I could be wrong. Mega Dante's arrived in the house. Hello, Mr. Dante. How you diddling? I'm intrigued. And I know that if it is the latter, if it is my theory, Matt will be disgusted. But, I don't know. I don't know. Gary, I don't know if you saw, we had a new update of Barely Legal today. I'll leave you to have a look at that. That's for you as well, Dante. What's that say? Sorry, I've never done the Brazil League before. Philly, yeah, I said that already, Gary. I said Big Phil is the man, isn't he? He knows all sorts of shit about South America. So, right, okay, we're back to me then. We're going to play as is. As I said on my video update earlier on today, I still had 2 transfers, and I've got good money, to be fair. But there was very little interested in me, so I ended up picking up this guy here, who was on the school search, and that guy there, who is currently serving an 8-game ban at the minute. Let's just see what that is. Just got home from Caravan, so I'll have a look later, but barely... yeah, no, that's fine, mate, it's fine. What's with the crown thingies next to the comments? It was something I was able to... It's something to do with top supporter, or something like that. I think top supporter, top communicator, top fan, shall I say, sorry. Something like that. I nicked it off somebody else's. I stole the idea of something I was watching. So, let's slow this down for the benefit of you guys. So, we are looking good. But, look at that. I'm saying looking good. What a fucking jinx that is. I think that's what it is anyway. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. Okay. I mean, our signings for AVS, they weren't the greatest in the world. We just had to deal with what we could deal with, really. And the objective is obviously to get promoted. Realistically, smash the likes, I love it. Do you know what, right? Annie watches a lot of documentaries, and they say, smash the like button. And I just think that it's the first thing they say as well. Before we go any further, smash that like button, turn your notifications on. Fuck off is what I say. But appreciate that, Dante. Okay, happy with that. Good result. Good result. We pick up another 3 points in our quest for promotion to the top flight of Portugal. What's that? It's actually the order that Mikey wants to... Well, Gary, well, you're first. Always been beaten. Right. This is what I want to see here. Hang on. Shit. I fucking went too fast, didn't it? Okay, I say he's being beaten, but I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen to Matt here. What's that say? I've just gone from two to... Oh, shit, I didn't see that, Gary. I didn't know it. I didn't know there was like a live chart, so to speak. Yeah, you're right. So we got a new number 1. How'd you like that? Woo! Do you know what? I think that's always been available to me. I don't know if it has actually, but I've only just recently spotted it because I was on somebody else's stream and I spotted it and I thought, I wonder if that's on my own. Right, so... Oh, I see. So nothing's confirmed over here, is it, at all, for the other guys? So we want to know, is Matt promoted? Because it doesn't have, right, like, it's not like the top place team has got the lines underneath, is it? So in other words, right, so it's because I always comment on your stream. Yeah, Gary, it's about interaction, which is great, but I think the downside of that is, let's pretend that, what's his name, that fuck fudge guy, whatever his name is, Lord Tosspot, he could essentially become number 1, but then yeah, that would be quite interesting if it was a troll that got it, wouldn't it? Because it would be making himself look silly. Waghorn, that was it, yeah. Sorry, there was a player called Waghorn, wasn't it? Is it Martin Waghorn? Lord Waghorn, yeah. There was a player called Martin Waghorn. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name, to be honest with you. Oh, you fucking cunt. Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh, do you know what, right? I saw Sporting. I didn't look at the KC. I saw Sporting. You motherfucking bastards. Right, okay, fuck you is what I say. Gary Garner, can you talk a bit louder, mate? I can't hear you. Could you also swear a bit? You don't... Gary Garner, how you doing? Mate, fuck you. You know, the disclaimer is there. If easily offended, bollocks. It is what it is, Gary. It is what it is. Good to see you though, Gary. Good to see you pop in. So if I think now, I don't know if they do a top 3 on this chart shit thing, whatever the fuck it is, crowns. But it does look a little bit gay, don't it? It looks a little bit fucking homofied. Okay. On to the next game. We've got to keep an eye on Matt, haven't we? We're waiting for Matt to have game number, is it 27? Now this is what I'm saying, you see. I think it's playoff. I think the P stands for playoff and not promoted. Purely because of that. That's why. Yeah, because look, it can't be... yeah, because it can't be these two, can it? I don't know Matt. I know Matt is now thinking, shit. I know Matt is probably fucking raging because Matt is desperate for promotion just to give him that little bit better chance of... I saw Portugal there. You fuck. Right, okay. There's absolutely no point in me moving to another Portuguese team in the second tier. It's got to be one of the big ones. Okay. Good luck, Matt. I think you're just going to... I think having... What's that? Matt Collier winners and runners-up of history, both in Serie A. What, last season? Winners and runners-up of history... Right, okay. Okay, Matt. So maybe... it could be then. Good idea. Good call there, Matt. So last season, these two, they're in Serie A, yeah? Oh, fuck it. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Well, that's promising for you then, Matt. Absolutely promising. It means that you are on the brink. On the brink of just... But why is it not saying champion for you, though? Because you're champion. It should say champion, surely. Okay. This is what we like to see. And as I said on the video earlier on today, which is really bizarre against AVS, two bizarre things. For those of you that haven't caught up on the previous video, I'll tell you quickly. One, I don't know if anyone's ever played much in Portugal or if they've ever come across this in any other game, but my team, AVS, I can't get to it in a minute. You don't have a reserve team. You can't, like when you stick players in your resis, your listed players and shit, there's no such thing. You have one team and that is it. You know, like if you're Man United, you've got Man U reserves, Liverpool, etc., etc. No such thing on this, and I'll show you that. That's bizarre, but Barcelona is more bizarre. Now, Mega Dante, this is interesting because obviously, do you remember we spoke about when the game starts taking big glitches, right? You know, like what we said, and you had it, didn't you, with your leagues and shit? Spain fucked up, didn't it, for you? And it's ironic that it was Spain that fucked up for you because I'm going to show you Barcelona in a moment, and you'll see what I mean. No, Matt! You got to have a semi-final. Matt's got to have a semi-final then. I don't know what to say to you, Matt. Playoffs. Playoffs for what, though? So are you not promoted yet, then? Is that what you're saying? That's how I read that. That's how I read that. I don't know. So, firstly, squad, no reserves whatsoever. And I've got to show you Barcelona here, then, for the benefit of particularly you, Dante. Barcelona, right, although they're 6th, right, in La Liga 2, I'll show you, almost went out the game completely last season. But that's not the bizarre thing. This is a bizarre thing. The last 6-7 years, nothing at all for the last whatever period of time that is. Why the hell did it say promoted? I think that's a glitch, Matt. I think maybe it's because I've seen that before, and I think I've seen it on leagues like this. You know, I could be wrong, Matt. But then, by the looks of it, you've got 2 games coming up. That's what I Let's just go back to that. Fuck, let me do that. Let's just go back to that. Yeah, you know, there's no doubt. You've got a Serie B semi-final, leg 1, leg 2. It is what I thought. It is what I thought. And then you're going to have a final, Matt. I mean, you're still red hot favourite. To be fair, Matt, you are still red hot favourite. But do you remember, Matt, on that championship, how it works in Brazil? When Matt had this, what do you call it, like the state championship, he drew a game, and although he drew, it didn't go to extra time or anything. The winner went to, let's have a look quickly. Earlier, where was it, Matt? Fucking hell, sorry, Matt. I'm supposed to be on you, ain't I? I'll show you exactly what happened. So let's go back to his state championship. Over here, you see these here? He was a higher ranked team in this game here. He drew this second leg. Because he was a higher ranked team, he gets given the win. And in the final, when he was playing Santa Helena, it said that Helena are the higher ranked team, and he lost the first leg. So had he drawn that second leg in the final, he would not have won it. It's really bizarre the way Brazil is. It's really fucked up, isn't it? It is really fucked up. Oh, look who it is. Completed it, mate. Right, for the benefit of anyone who don't know who Jay is, tough shit, you'll have to wait. After 15 seasons in my save, again, the French league has a glitch now. The same league glitches on my previous save. I wonder if it's a Knicks patch. It could be, Mr. Dante. It could well be. Some people, unlike, like Jay Cartwright, who just commented there, don't play CM beyond about 6 or 7 seasons. It is bizarre, but I think what is fair to say, Matt linked with, is no one's really played a network game this long, have they? Realistically, who's that guy? Is he on? He's available on a free. Do I dare? Do I dare make a real cheap? What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point in that? Okay, so it looks like then. What was that? Oh. Alright, okay. So Matt is going to have a semi-final playoff to get out of Serie B of Brazil. I think, realistically, it's irrelevant. I mean, Matt wants to get promoted, obviously. It's Kamich. Yeah, it probably is. Do you know what? Let me go back to him. I might have wrote a note on him. I have wrote his name down somewhere. Little bit OTT there, Gary. Little bit OTT. I wouldn't normally say that, Gary. But that's Baz, so I think there's a fine line. Yeah. Let me get. I might. Oh. No. It's not. He's an attacking midfielder, isn't he? I'm sure. I actually think you're right. I'm sure you are right here. I'm sure that German dude, his missus is Claire Buckley. Oh, you twat. Claire... Who's Claire Buckley? Who's Claire Buckley? I don't know who Claire... Right, okay. Yeah, you're probably right, Dante, and I thought I wrote that down somewhere. I could have... Oh, good luck, Matt. Shall we watch Matt's game? Scottish glamour model. Oh, right, okay. Right. Oh, Neil, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Gary, I think I saw it. Jake Cartwright, does he do a lot of stuff on Instagram with her? I think I've seen it. I think I've seen him do stuff on Instagram before I lost my Instagram. Right, so Matt has to have a Claire Meeks for my... so Matt has... We've now been informed Matt has got to have a semi-final and a potential final playoff against, is it Joinville? All this hard work for Matt, and I think we'll have a look at something on Matt's next game. We'll have a look at it on the second leg, actually. Oh! He's going to be seething. He's going to be absolutely seething. Before Matt kicks off the second half, very, very quickly. Right, okay, there's nothing about highest ranking team. Nothing about highest ranking team on that. So, we'll have to have a look at the next game for the second leg. Matt has got work to do. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. So, Gary, do you remember from In-Betweeners, the one that played Charlotte Hinchcliffe, did Harry Redknapp say something about Jamie Redknapp? There was links or some shit, and he goes, he could do so much better, or she wouldn't lace his boots, or something like that. He's backing it at 1-1. I know, or was she with some other celebrity or something like that? Okay, that is not the greatest result for Matt. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with that. Okay, let's just check Matt's next game. Oh no, okay, scrap that. They're not doing what we said. So it's going to go to away goals. It scores over. So he's got the away goal, and that away goal is absolutely crucial for Matt. Absolutely massive. It certainly gives him that little bit of an edge. I think he'll be seething. He'll be seething that he didn't get a convincing victory, but he got the away goal. I think if he'd lost 1-0, I think if you were to lose 1-0 in a two-legged game, and then second leg they score an early goal, you are royally fucked, aren't you? You really are fucked. My phone's just gone, so let me just check that. Okay, so okay, let me just write a text quickly. Who's that? Nope. Okay, it's going to be a real rocky end for Matt, isn't it? He's got to get through the final yet. I think with these playoff types, it's really... Hang on, looks like Matt is never getting out of sleep. Nah, I think it's a bit harsh because if I show you his league, Neil, he's been ruthless in his nil. He's been ruthless in his nil, twat. He's been ruthless in the league. But it's irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant. And, you know, that last game's just proved it. I mean, Joinville scrape into the top floor and then take a 1-0 lead against a team that finished way above everybody else. So, what we'll do, Matt, is we will watch Matt's second leg. Neil, right, you need to comment more, Neil. If you want a crown, you've got to comment more. We've established, the more you comment, the more you get a crown. In fact, let me check something, actually. Let me just check what this fucking tab is up here. So, moderation activity, timestamps, reactions. So, moderation activity. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Joinville, I might... What does moderation activity mean? I don't really know what that means. And click on the like button. Yes, Neil. Smash the like button. As my PA just said. Right, okay. Hang on, Estevez. Look at that. I picked this guy up, right? Oh, fuck me. He was unhappy at, I want to say Sporting. No, it weren't Sporting at all. Look at him. Look how well he's done. But I recently took him out. Only joking, pal. You're not joking. You're not joking, Neil. Let's just put Estevez back in now then. I think Estevez needs to come in. I think I need to make sure that I'm always at full strength. Here we go then. So has Matt got a game? I can't remember if Matt had a game here, but I've got to play my game. Here we go. We just need to just do our own shit. Do our own thing, right? Keep it on the job list. And to remind you now then, Dante, this is something that you didn't stipulate. It was something we implemented. As you know, the objective is to win the top flight league by any means... Oh, what the fuck? By any means necessary in terms of getting jobs and stuff like that. If we are past halfway through the season, exactly halfway, let's say Porto come available. If it's past halfway, I'm not allowed to take them or go for them if they're in the top half. If they're in the bottom half, it's fine. If it's in the top half, not allowed. If it's less than halfway through the season, it's irrelevant. Right, okay. Spiritual J, I love it. Okay, that's a little bit... I mean, that first half was pretty shit, weren't it? But who gives a fuck? We won 3-1. And did Matt have a game there? Did Matt have his second leg? I don't know if he did. Oh, he did. He had, all right, 2-0. So he's right. He's got Santos in the final, and I think he's probably got a better job. A better. Let me just see. Look at that. They're going to the 14. Let's see what Santos have got. See, I think Santos is a weaker team. Jay's put the snorkel on and sat on his. I know the part you're talking about, Gary. I know the episode. Sounds like you're both making it up as you go along. I know the exact part you're talking about. Fuck you, you cheeky cunt. You didn't specify. There was a lot of things you didn't know. So basically, I mean, as you can see, right, let's hypothetically say Porto come available now. If I'll apply for it, and providing they have not gone past 17 games, if I'm offered it, I can accept it. If it goes past halfway, I can't. It's to stop any of us getting easy titles. Sort of thing that Matt would do. I think both go up in the final. Last year final. Okay. The only thing about that though, Matt, is no. That I don't know. I honestly don't. I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know, Matt. Don't know what's going to happen here. Mikey's rules are mental. These rules don't apply to Dortmund, though. Look, you can say all you want about Dortmund, right? Dortmund gave me and Matt some happy times, right? And we will, for you, Gary, we will relive those happy times. But, as challenge rules specify, we can't go back to Germany. We can't go back to Germany until the deal is done, until the challenge is done. So it's going to be a long time before we go back to... it's going to be even longer that Matt goes back to Germany. Let me see. I've got my. I've got the list up somewhere about where I honestly, like I say, Matt. I honestly don't know. Honestly, don't know. I'm trying to think though, Matt. How did it work with me? How did I get out of Brazil's second tier? Did I get a job? Did I get a job in the same year? Maybe. So I mean, look at that. Right, that's worth noting, Matt. When we go to Japan, right? Look at that. So what the fuck is that all about? Because Japan is on the agenda. How's that supposed to... Oh shit, fuck. How's that supposed to work there? Right. How's the final... I've not got a clue how this is going to work. So you were Reds and Gam... I couldn't even tell you why this is the case. I don't know. I really don't know. So we're going to have to do some... Yeah, but playoffs what, though? How? They're on 57, 56. Why did Nagano not get a play? Oh my god! Oh my god! Honestly, don't know. Good job. Good job. We looked at that because I didn't know. Click on stages. Okay. Yeah. Good point actually there, Mr. Dante. I do forget about that. Yeah, you're probably absolutely right. So let's just have another check on. Let's have another check at that. So that's the overall league. So it's going to be first against... Right, okay. So the first league against... Right, yeah, okay. And then they have a playoff. So that's like Argentina. So, Matt, when it comes to Japan, right, you've got to win the overall because there's only one a year. Unlike Argentina, which give you two on here, so you've got to win your... Right, so if you win them both, if you win the opening, the first and the second, you won't need to have a final, I believe. I would say that's going to be the case. Ogano sounds African, mate. How do you want me to fucking pronounce it? I mean, for fuck's sake. Okay, so... I think we've all got eyes really on Matt, haven't we? Not in a gay sense, but we've all got eyes on Matt and what's going to happen. You know, I think Matt's looked at the history of the last two winners and runners-up last season in Serie B. Both got promoted. So that would tell me... I mean, I'm just trying to work out how the relegation would go then. I mean, it could... Right, here we go. So, shall we watch this? Matt, you do your team a minute. Sort your team out. I'll press continue. I'm going to watch a game. I just want to check something. So, if we just look at the first division a minute. Let's have a look at the league. So, they've all been relegated. So, they're going to have to be replaced. So, it could be... I'm not saying it is. It could be. Maybe all four are promoted. But this fucking semi-final shit is just for the benefit of who's going to be champion, I think. So maybe all four will go up. But this next double final, so that would probably make more sense as well. Which is a little bit fucking weird, isn't it? Okay, good luck, Matt. Good luck. That's why Flamengo are a bit delayed on their game. Okay, the FIFA Club World Cup. Good luck, Matt. Good luck, but I've got a feeling, I'm thinking about it now with the relegation, because I forgot about the relegation. 4 teams are coming down. They're going to have to be replaced, aren't they? The 4 teams getting relegated will need to be replaced by 4 teams. And they're not having any playoff either. So it's essentially surely going to be... So maybe the P did stand for promoted, and whoever wins this 2-legged game here, if it's Santos, it will say C next to Santos if they win it. But I would imagine, yeah, because look, the 2 teams that are no longer in it anymore, it still says P, don't it? So it's got to be what you said originally, promoted, but not champion. So that being said, though, Matt, you will still want it as a title. There's no doubt about that. And you're being a bit outplayed here, though, Matt. You're being outplayed. You need to get your arse in gear, don't you? And I think, you know, ultimately, what I was going to say is even if Matt didn't get promoted, I mean, I think he's going to. Now, he's still going to be looking for another job, whatever happens. He's still looking for a job with resources. And there's a few options. Oh, he's had an injury. There is a few options in Brazil of teams that have got money. The most obvious one he's going to want is Corinthians. There's no doubt about that. He will want Corinthians. So, this is about getting promoted. But in terms of winning a title, you've got to do it over the 2 legs. Like what for? That is definitely on the title. 0-0 then. Santos 0. Atletico 0. So, very, very interesting for you there, Matt. Probably, yeah, so that's going to go to away goal. So if they get an early goal for you against you, Matt, then that's going to royally fuck you over. It really will. Okay. That'll do. All good, all good. I think, well, let's just check our defence a minute. I'll look at that. Go on, Matt. I think, you know, the more I look at it now, the more now I've looked at thought about the relegation side of things. He's got to be getting promoted, but You know, he can't have Flamengo. That's a team he's going to have to beat next season. Whoever he is, whoever he goes to, it's all about dodging Flamengo. Let's have a look at the jobs then. Nothing. Top flight of Portugal, which is what we want. We want top flight of Portugal. And, you know, I mean, it's going to take a lot, really, for me to move after the halfway stage. When you may recall, I'm sure you will recall, yeah, I think they won it actually on 1 year, Dante. Matt obviously when he went to Argentina, you may recall, he that was the situation. He had San Lorenzo, and they were quite a giant, but they were lower end of the table. Yeah, they won it last year. And get this, right? Brighton, who I don't think have ever won the Premier League, also won it. And I had to check that. Let's check Brighton's Premiership campaign. I think they've always finished... Yeah, there you go. So it's fucking bizarre, isn't it? And it's what makes it quite fun, actually. When you play 30 years in, and you see where people are ending up and stuff like that. I think what I want, right, what would be ideal... right now, before we get to the halfway stage, Porto manager, Sporting, you know, but they're not going to... I thought they lost that. To Flamengo. I'll have to check. I want one of those big managers to go to another club, you know, like on the old transfer merry-go-round, like they do. They're all fucking idiots. I'm going to check that, Dante. I'll check that. Let's... Where are they? West Ham. I mean, I've got... Let's have a check. What? No, it was a dickhead. Yeah, they lost on penalties. That's why they're in it this year, of course, because they won the Champions League last season. Not won it. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's because they won the Champions League. Alaves have offered me, yeah, whatever. I think whilst teams are offering me jobs, it means that I'm capable of getting a job now. You know, like any job. I'm just going to have the right job come up, because I think if I remain at AVS next season, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, I could put a challenge up there. But we shall see. But Matt's obviously going to be in Brazil for another year. No matter what, he's going to be at Brazil another year. Okay, the very best of luck here, Matt. Oh, I can't watch it. Have I got a game? Oh, I have. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on Matt. Let's just flick through our game first. That's what we like to see. This is what we... Oh, come on. Do you know, first game of the season, right? First game of the season, I won, and I had 2 men sent off, because my goalie got sent off, and somebody else. I think I had another red card the second game. In fact, I know I did. It's fucking, you know, frustrates the hell out of me. But, you know, you can't always... Look at the stats. You can't always change tactics, change tackling methods because of it. That's going to be a big ban. That is going to be a big ban. My goalie kicked somebody and got an 8-game ban. Look how well he's done for me as well. Did I buy him? Fuck's sake. What an absolute prick. Okay. It is what it is. It was all about really buying players and having a little bit of depth. There you go. Estevez. Okay. This is a flattering scoreline. It's fair to say. Very flattering scoreline on them stats. We've come away with a very... lucky victory. Let's go and check Matt then. Or his results already in. He's going to come straight in. I was going to go to latest score, but he's obviously finished his game. Oh, he's been beaten. Yeah, there you go. It says champion. So he's promoted then. Santos are promoted as champions. Now, I think Matt will be relieved that he is promoted. I think, first and foremost, he is promoted. But he'll be fucking seething. He will be seething. He'll be... Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He had his goalie sent off. Wow. Look at that. I mean, they'd equalised to 1-1, so they had the away goal at 75, didn't they? But that is brutal. And Matt, I've been there. You know I've been there, Matt. Meanwhile, I am going to appeal it, but I think he'll get an additional 6 or 7 game, I feel. I've got to keep an eye on that. I am going to just check something very, very quickly. My goalie is back now. I mean, Ribeiro's not done too bad. But, you see what I mean, right? It's obvious who you're going to pick, isn't it? I mean, he's my number 3 goalkeeper. I've got to do that now. There's no doubt. And I'm going to have to make a change. Who was my forward? Right, okay. Okay. I've got to keep an eye. Let's just have a quick look at here. So look, we're closing stages now. A few games to go before the half season is finished. Do you know what would be ideal, right? And it's Atletico. Matt must have seen that. Atletico Mineiro's available. You must be in for them, Matt. You must be in for them. Oh, no, you can't. What we're talking about. Sorry, Matt. No, you can't. Because you passed halfway through the season. It's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. So I'm hoping Atletico Mineiro will appoint the Porto manager or the Benfica or whatever. I forgot about that. Totally forgot the timing. Just like the Corinthians came up about a month after Matt took over in Brazil. He needed it to be about 3 months. Because I think after 3 months, you know, you're worthy of getting a job. Yeah, it's a bit shit for Matt. It is a bit shit. I mean, do you know what, right, Matt? If the job is still there after December, when the season officially switches, you can go for it. If it's still there. There you go. There you go. A further 7-game ban. You knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay. Can't do anything, can I? Cannot do anything with it at all. Right. Yeah, I mean... Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, decisions. That's what I'm looking at, isn't it, Matt? You looked at that immediately, Matt. I've just seen your comment. You must have looked at this as soon as I saw it. What do we think? I've got to be honest. Yeah. I feel like my team is stronger, but... Oh, my God. Well, either way, even if it goes past the halfway stage, I can still take it, because as long as they're in the bottom half, after 17 games, I'm allowed to... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think for a minute whoever they are would be rich. I didn't think that for a minute. Let's just check their future transfers. They've got one going, one coming. The Iranian, look at that. He's not actually... He's probably better. Yeah, he's not so bad. That's an interesting one. You see, when you look at values, right? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that's not his normal value. I know it's not his. Yeah, maybe it will be the right thing to do. 31 years old, but no. Let me explain something, Dante. Any pre-arranged deals, when we go to a club, they don't count as our allocation of 10. So I would leave him just to add a bit of depth. Because essentially, it'll give me him and 10 more. Do you know what I mean? The important thing is, I'm going to get 10 transfers in January, if I'm offered it. 10 transfers in January. And maybe... 10 in January and then 10 in the summer could put me instead. This will be interesting, won't it? This will be very, very interesting. I think let's just have another look. take another look over here. I don't think they've got too bad a squad, actually. I thought mine was better, but... Well, I'll just recall them fuckers. Recall all these guys. Okay. Okay. I think I should get offered it. Realistically, I should get offered it. You know, and I'm trying to sort of... I'm thinking to myself, right... Obviously, I'm starting in a bad position in the bottom three. And I suppose it's going to depend on what the board want. If they say to make European qualification, then I will not take it. I will not take it if they expect European qualification. Because, you know, let's be honest here. It's not going to happen. Let me just check. What was I going to check? Chairman, that was it. Okay, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful about that as well. That I'm going to have to be very careful of. Patience free. Well, the offer's gone in now. Fuck me. This is going to be a big decision. It's going to be a big decision. I don't know. I don't know. It's easy. All right, Mark. How you doing? Nice of you to drop in there.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, Mark.
Bye. Ignore that. That's just some hobos. So what's happened is, Mark, is I've just gone for a new job. And I know that what's going to happen is if they offer it to me, I'm then going to be in two minds. We've just looked at the chairman who's got a patience and tolerance of 3. They are currently in the bottom 2 of the top flight of Portugal. The bottom 2, yeah. Oh. Oh my God. This is Matt, this might be one of those things I'm going to have to put a save on and just mull it over. Mull it over, really. I mean, part of me, look, based on the money and the squad, I'd happily take it. My only concern is the chairman and where they are in the league at the minute. Where they are in the league, you know, and it really is going to depend on what they say the expectations are. If they say to end mid-table, I'd be worried about accepting it. If it says to end mid-table, I'd be very apprehensive. I've applied for a team in the top tier of Portugal who have just come vacant. I'll show you, Gary. It's going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a tricky one. Wait for this save to go. The saves are not quite as quick as I would like them to be. But then the game is getting more and more heavier. That's where we are. We are here. We are here, Gary. And the reason why, they've got some decent money. Their squad is a little bit better than mine. My only concern is where they are in the league. Their chairman has a patience of 3. Fucking hell. It is such a tricky one, isn't it? It really is. See, what I'm thinking also is if I feel it don't agree with me, by the end of the season, I should hopefully still have a good enough reputation to maybe warrant another move if another job comes available. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is I take it and then fucking Benfica or somebody comes up. I won't be able to go for it. Let's be honest, right? I'm in good stead here for AVS to get promoted based on the first half of the season. But moving over, I would get 10 transfers in January, 11 if you include the pre-arranged, and I'll get another 10 more in the summer. So, oh man. And I will, wherever I go, for fuck's sake, I want them adapt to my tactic, not to adapt to the squad. I've always done that. Oh, give me a break. Give me a fucking break. It's absolutely ridiculous. Fuck it. Do you know what? Stay as you fucking are. Oh. Now, we brought in our German goalkeeper as well, didn't we? Okay, so we've won again. I don't know. Honestly, we're fast approaching the halfway stage. I mean, not that makes any... Well, it does make a difference, actually, because if Porto or Sporting or whoever, I mean, who are the champions, or Prague, if they do come available, then I probably wouldn't be able to get them anyway, because they're in the top half if we go past the halfway. And it looks like we're going to go past the halfway. I keep looking back over here. I don't really know why. I honestly don't know why. Okay, what do you think, Gary? Gary, what do you think? What's your honest view? Mark, what's your view? Anybody else, what's your view? Obviously, the objective it remains the same. It's to win the top flight of Portugal, however means necessary, getting jobs and stuff. Gary, I know you might say, stay with AVS and get promoted with them and win it with them. That, you know, the idea of the challenge, if that was a challenge, then yeah, you're right, obviously. But I'm trying to think, right, long term, I can't believe, right, I went on that straight away, and Matt you must have done exactly what I'd done, Matt. You must have gone right onto it. Right. Isaac Mbappe, he's still going, is he? He's still on my shortlist. Well, he can go. Right. I don't know what sort of reputation the club will have. I can't imagine the club having stay put and go up and hold off. The thing is, right, yeah, this is it. Sporting, Benfica, Porto, Prague, any of them four. And there you go, they're in. But obviously the shit thing is, Gary, if they come available after Christmas, I can't go for them because it's after the halfway stage. If they're in the top half of the table, it's our own rules. We can't, you know, it's to save getting an easy title, basically. You know, because if Porto, let's say, were runaway leaders and then their manager moves and I go for Porto, I'm going to get an easy title, and it's to avoid that. They could have a horror start next season, which could... Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Gary. And I agree with that. And it's not as if I'm not skint, am I? I've got good money at AVS. So, okay. Anybody else's perspective? I want to get people's perspectives genuine because, I mean, I apply. You could argue, why did I apply? You could really argue. I don't see the point moving. I just think, you know, I mean, that's an interesting thing, right? Stay clear of relegation. I'm going to go with my gut. I've always got to go with my gut. My gut is no. I think it's too much of a risk on a team that are probably only a little bit better than myself. Yes, I could improve them, but I might take a bit of time to gel for my formation. That's another thing you see, Mark. That is a massive thing for me. The impatient chairman. I'm not sure on some people's installs if they have chairman attributes, but I tell you, oh, he's just retired. Oh, that's mine. What we're talking about, dickhead. My chairman must have retired. I think it is such a massive thing because let's see if he's still there. Actually, he might have retired by now. Going back to West Ham United, who have an absolute motherfucker of a chair that he's changed. His was one, and I didn't look at patience when I went to West Ham. And they sacked me, and they had Matt on the brink of a sacking. I would say Matt would have said go for it. I know Matt would have said go for it. Hence that he said £100 million. Dante said go for it. I heed advice, all angles, and I think that's the right thing to do. You know, and of course, there's always a chance now that there is obviously a real slim chance. What we got? We've got 2 games to go for the halfway stage. that one of these could come available. Porto have got 3 games to go. Sporting have, but Matt still sucks. I was gonna say something. It's what you would do before sucking your thumb. And fucking hell, you must be flexible. Yeah, so there's still a chance, you know. You never know. You never know. I think if they weren't in the bottom 3 as well, I think with an impatient chairman, you know, it's just not worth the risk. It really isn't. I am keeping an eye though, because I've got a really... it's unlikely, I mean, we all know that the managerial side of things is all fucked up. So hopefully, you never know, one of those big team managers could take that move to relegation. You know, stranger things have happened. Matt's dropped more... Oh dear. Matt's like, what's the idea? Picking on me? I'm sorry, Matt, but it is what it is. Do you know what, right? I don't fucking accept somebody telling me they want it immediately. Fucking talk to me like that. 2,100 a week he's on. See what he wants. Okay. That's what you get. Piece of shit. I don't like to go for jobs and then reject them, really. So, in a way, because you all know that the board can sometimes get quite arsey with you. So, it don't tell you when your chairman retires and stuff, but I think it just automatically gets regened in. So, really, if I'm going to get a new chairman, whenever that may be, I just got to hope that he's the only attribute I look at is patience. I don't give a shit about any of the others. We'll see. We will see. Did you watch the boxing on the Saturday, any of you guys? I mean, I wanted Usyk to win, because Dubois was getting on my tits. Dubois needed to bring him down a peg or two, and he fucking did. He fucking did. He got absolutely fucking schooled. And it makes me laugh, right? Do you know what, right? It really angers me, because I like to watch as much as I can. And I knew it would happen. All these people, oh yeah, I want my chance, I want my chance, I want my chance. There's only one person that deserves a chance, and that is Joseph Parker, right? Cabal, maybe as well, given his record. Tyson Fury don't deserve it, he's had it. Fury don't deserve it, AJ don't deserve it. Derek Chisora, what the fuck? Jake Paul, just fucking YouTuber. I mean, it pisses me off, it really fucking annoys me. Derek Chisora, why even make... I think the only reason I think he said Chisora was because it'd be like, he's playing all the Brits twice. What's happened to that? Zhang. He lost to... who did he lose to? Was it Hegovic? He lost to Hegovic. But I was watching more highlights of Zhang when he beat Deontay Wilder, because me and Annie watch a lot of boxing together. And I like Zhang. And Zhang is a brutal... He's getting on though. I think he's about 41, 42. And when he fought Deontay Wilder, he fucking destroyed him. It was almost a bit cheeky, but it was a real sort of, you know... Joseph Parker, I don't mind Joseph Parker, more so because he was shit on in February by Dubois. Absolutely shit on. And I would like to see Parker get the chance. I don't think Parker would beat Usyk, truth be told. I don't think he would. I just think Usyk, right? I mean, I listened to a podcast this morning from Carl Frock, and he actually, a lot of stuff I actually agreed with. Parker is a form heavyweight right now. Him versus Usyk in the fight. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Parker, not only is he in Form 1, but he also is mandatory for the WBO, which is the priority out of all the belts. But what makes me laugh, right, is all these other belts. I mean, obviously, Usyk is undisputed now, but he's going to relinquish all those other belts other than the WBO, because assuming he agrees to fight Parker, which I think he will, Parker's the only heavyweight that could beat Usyk now, I think. All these other belts, they'll get vacant, won't they? They'll get vacated, and you'll probably get Moses Itama get a belt. They're not fucking champions. It pisses me off. It really fucks me off. I mean, I watched something today on Tyson Fury, and, you know, shooting his mouth off, yeah? I mean, nobody wants to see that. No, nobody wants to see Tyson Fury and Usyk. Nobody wants to see AJ and Usyk. I would like to see AJ and Tyson, admittedly. or Tyson and Dubois, they don't deserve a shot. You know, you can't tell me. And I don't want to see Jake Paul fight at all because he don't deserve to be in the category. And again, something else that Carl Frock fucking hates him. I mean, hey, Abadi, how you doing? Good to see you pop in. Yeah, all good, mate, all good. We're just having a little, I'm just having a bit of a rant about boxing. But Usyk, right? Usyk's such a model professional. You know, there's nothing arrogant about Usyk whatsoever. And I don't agree, right, with when fighters storm the ring. And Dubois did it, didn't he, on the Fury second fight? Stormed the ring and called him out. I disagree with it. And I listened to something from Carl Frock. Apparently, when Dubois did that, I think it's disrespectful in all respects, but apparently he did it whilst Usyk was talking about his late dad or something, which I didn't actually recall. And I just I hate it. I listened to The Gloves Are Off with Dubois. Oh, chaos, carnage. He's a fucking dopey cunt. Somebody give him some fucking lessons in how to conduct himself. Frank Warren, I've listened to Frank Warren. I like Frank Warren, but he's almost, particularly with Tyson Fury, I think he's somewhat embarrassed about when Fury's a twat. And Fury has been a twat. I like Fury, don't get me wrong. I do like Tyson Fury, but I'm fed up with him saying he felt he won both those fights. He didn't win both those fights. The first fight, he should have been stopped. You know, don't care. He should have been stopped. Fury said today, he didn't floor me though. Well, he did, because as far as I'm concerned, they're saying that when he wobbled, was it round 9 or something, and that was counted as a knockdown. So if that's what the case is, then he was floored. Then he was, no matter how you look at it. The second fight was a little bit closer, but even then, I edged it to Usyk in my head. You know, so I like everything about Usyk. And something else I said in my own mind, and I heard it from Frock today, it would be nice to see Usyk retire now. Because, it could jeopardise his legacy. However, it would then open the door for all these paper champions to go all over the place. I mean, you'd have fucking Tyson Fury probably claim a belt. AJ would claim a belt and stuff like that, and it would be fucking stupid. It really would. Joe, you've survived. I'll have you know, Gary, we've not heard any for a while. I think Ramadan's finished. Okay, have we got, is it, okay, so when's the next game? 3rd of January, 4th, right, okay. So we've got a little bit of time. Just keeping an eye there. William Saliba, still going, is he? Saliba? Blast from the past. Another thing that I like seeing, how managers have done. Endrick there in Serie B. I'm guessing that's going to be the same Endrick. It's always good. It's always good to see where managers end up. It's a shame you can't look at the coaches in that sense as well. Well, you could, as such. Let's just go back to that. So, yeah, it's going to be Endrick, isn't it? 47. Sounds about right. Nothing else worth screaming about them? Do you plan to play the new game when it comes out? Absolutely. But the new version won't be out for what are we at now? July, August, about 3 months. It'll be about 3 months. To be honest with you, buddy. So I am intrigued. I'll play it. I'll install it and stuff. I don't know what I'm expecting from it, if I'm really honest with you. Did you mean with Matt? No, sorry. I thought you meant in general. No, me and Matt will keep playing this version because you can't switch databases on a current game. Me and Matt, whilst this game's going, it will always be this version. I assume you're meaning just the update. Will I do a new game on the update as and when? And I will. Obviously I will. Yeah, the update. Sorry, something just caught my attention as your comment came in there, Abadi. You've got a number 1 next to your crown. So, Gary, you've got a 1 as well. So, you both got... Right, okay, I was just trying to work that out. Right, okay. The thing about, going back to boxing, the thing about Joseph Parker, I think he's a really nice guy as well. He's not an arrogant cunt, like some of them. So many of them, they're so arrogant, and it's lovely to see them get brought down to earth. It really is. Okay. What's that say? I'm number one. No, you're down to 2. You're down to 2. You've just gone down to 2. So I don't know how it works out. I agree with you, Gary. I agree with you. I think you should be number 1. But according to this now, you're now number 2. Bollocks. So I'm guessing if Dante decides to say hello, he'll be number 3. I would imagine. Didn't boxing die a little after UFC came? Well, what is that about? What's that, Mark? What are you referring to? No, I don't know. I agree, Gary. Oh, he's number 3. Bum grapes. Yeah, he's number 3. Basically, Mark, it's to do with, I think it's the more interaction you get, the more higher ranked you are. UFC is crap. I've got to be honest, right? Annie loves UFC. I don't mind it. I prefer boxing. But in answer to what you've just said there, Abadi, it hasn't really... It's slowed down, but I feel, in my opinion... Sorry. I feel that the heavyweight at the moment is a really... I mean, a lot of boxing are really strong. There's a lot of strong contenders, a lot of weight classes. So for me, boxing outdoes UFC by far. Me and Annie often talk about UFC and stuff. She loves UFC. She likes boxing heavyweight. She prefers sort of middleweight and flyweight. She's not a big fan of the heavies. It's not the biggest pervert. Fighters get the opportunity for titles. Boxers do not. The thing is, right, Mr. Dante, with what you've said there, now I don't know if it's the same with UFC. This is the case in boxing, and I don't agree with it, right? How many belts are there? There's more than 4. There's 4 main belts for the undisputed, but there's about 7, isn't there? There's about 7, right? And each belt, he's a champion of the world. He's a champion of the world. He's a champion of the world. You've got 7 champions of the world. It's fucking stupid. You have 1 champion of the world. It's a bit like when you have, was it darts, when they had like a split? The PDO? PDB, something like that. Yeah, no, weights are different. Well, right, okay, weights are different. Yeah, for weights, that's fine. But is it like boxing in respect of you've got several heavyweight champions of the world? You can't have multiple champions. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, they've got to relinquish though. This is my argument. Usyk is going to have to relinquish the belts because there's mandatory challenges for each belt, and he can't take them all on. But there's a priority. WBO is a priority. And that is Joseph Parker. So it's let's not forget the IBF, which Dubois held before Saturday. He was given that. He was supposed to have a fight with someone. I forget who. And it got cancelled, so he became it as a paper champion. But then he fought Anthony Joshua, so then probably deserved it in that sense. But back in the Tyson era, everyone thought. Now you're talking Mike Tyson. I mean, that was a very, very good era. Fighters like Riddick Bowe. I was a big fan of Riddick Bowe. I loved Riddick Bowe. And who was the 2 boxers? I think it was Bowe and somebody. They had a punch-up at a press conference, and I'm not shitting you, right? I'm not talking like a handbags. I'm talking proper. I mean, what the fuck is security gonna do when 2 big fucking heavyweights are at a brawl? For me, the one thing I will say about boxing, which is really angers me, is it's becoming so stupid with the. I mean, Tyson Fury's probably, instigated a lot of this. They make it all the pushing and shoving in handbags. It's silly. And that's what I like about Usyk, you see, because Usyk don't do none of that bollocks. He don't start shooting his mouth off and this and that. Conor Benn gets on my tits. He really does. Beer bum boxing is bear bum. Yeah, it's open to debate, isn't it? It really is. Excuse me. Right. We are going to be finishing up soon, guys. Keeping your lane. I love it. I didn't spot that, Dante. Dante's moved to number 1. Gary's got remained at 2, which must mean Abadi has fallen to number 3. Alright? I love it. I love it. I don't know if there's a number, if there's a 4 though. I said it a minute ago, and it is quite funny actually. It's almost like a fun element. We all know I'm the run number 1. Yeah, that's fucking bizarre. But I hope there's more. I hope it's like a top 4, or it goes. I don't know if there's a way I can find out. Am I third? Yes, you are. You are down to number 3. Yes, spammers. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. I want to see now if there's going to be a number 4 though. That's what I need to see. What's that? What's that? Yeah. The part of me was thinking that, Mark. Part of me was thinking, okay, I might just put you motherfuckers on timeout and give Mark a chance to climb up. Right, okay, so I think we've got nothing else coming up, are we? That second tier is no good to me. Okay, not a problem. Let's just go to Matt and... Oh, that's not changed yet. Oh, your transfers have changed then. So your window opens on the 28th, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 28th. So your transfers have changed over now then, Matt. The Tards have taken over the assignment. Oh, little things, eh? Little fucking things. I love window lickers. There might be a way to have it as as more than top 3. You never know. You never know. But that came out. I just didn't even pay attention, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna, because I want to. So as I said before, look at that. Got no reserve team, which is a bit bizarre. Never had it before. Never seen it before. We've gone to January, so we've got rid of some of our other players now. I'm actually going to start removing some players off my shortlist in order so I know what I'm working with. Cardoza, you're not going anywhere. Molina's getting better and better. Semedo, we've just had an offer for him. He ain't going anywhere. Very happy with that. Pilana, look at that. I even transfer listed him at 0, so no one wanted him. So now if you want him, you're going to have to fucking bid for him high. Okay, I can see in the corner of my eye, I can see a whole lot of shit. Oh, it's no, it's like a manager of the game. You saw Carl Havertz, did you? Let's, maybe you did. Nürnberg, there he is. He's still going, he's a manager. I found on this particular game, there's a lot more players that have become managers. You know, sometimes they just disappear, don't they? I'll have to do some research to see what it's based on. And also, actually, they must remember, because otherwise Gary wouldn't have been number. Who's on your coaching? Do you know what? I can't remember. Let's have a look at my coaching team. Okay, do we know him? Do we know anybody? I don't recognise any of these guys. Free physios as well. He's going to retire, 63. Okay, that's that done. Is he on my shortlist? Yes, he is. Big Bumder. It's based on who you fancy. Sign legends. Look, if you think I'm going to sign legends because of their fucking name, right? Cheeky cunt. Yeah, and it is also based on who I fancy. Also, try and do a two-legged pre-friendly. That's not actually... But do you know what? That's actually a really good idea. We don't normally do that. It's difficult to do it at this stage whilst we're in Brazil because the season's lap over. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, because the likes of China, United States, Australia, Brazil, that's why. Are they managers in real life? Because if they're managers in real life... No, they won't be. No, I'm looking at it. They won't be. I'll tell you why. We're in the year 2054. So, however old that they start on the ODB, it's plus 53 years. So even if they were... No, I know what you're saying. Not only... Oh. I wouldn't... only if you're in the same... Yeah. Gary, sorry. Dante, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, look at it. So how old is Del Piero on ODB? How old would Del Piero be? Anyone know? Gary, you might know that. And then just add 53 to it. Yeah, Del Piero must be 50s. No. Because you got to think to yourself, right? I'm in the year 2054. So he's 26. Right, okay, 26. We are into season 30, right? We are into the year 2054. So, of course, their ages would reflect real life. So they might start the game. If they're a manager or a coach in real life, when we started this, they might be in it. But they'll be retired now because he would be, with 53 seasons in, he would be 79. Yeah, so he's probably dead. Yeah, he's probably dead. Okay, so... Matt, I'm going to have to go soon, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to go soon. It'd be about 8... Yeah, absolutely. Fourth round of the cup. Let me show you a quick game in the cup. Where is it? Where was that game that I had in the cup that I won 8-4? Matt, where did I win 8-4? Maybe it was a different game. It was a stupid fucking game. Okay, I am going to do something afterwards because I know Matt is going to be on it. Okay, good spot, buddy. If you start a game and say play 200 seasons, then do you appear alive? Yes. His daughter will have to pick Matt up from play school. Sorry. So, Abadi, I'm going to show you something with that. So, any member of staff will retire roughly. They can retire at 59. I've had it retire at 59. 59 years of age. A player can go till about 40. A manager, like as I say, can go. A manager tends to go around 62 to 64. A physio can go at 59. However, as a human manager, there we have it. Me and Matt are both 88 years of age. Bit racist, Gary Gunn. I love it. Now, when me and Matt played the ODB game, or whichever game, this all fucked up a little bit. But basically, as everybody, very racist, to be fair, Megadonte. Love it. We love it. We fucking love it. We love it. We love that sort of stuff. This is the only channel on YouTube, Gary. You can come in and do that. You can say what... I will say this, right? Whatever you write, you say at your own risk. However, you are welcome to WhatsApp me and I will say it for you. Oh, he's down to 3. Oh, he's down to 3. I love it. Oh, we love it. We fucking love this shit, don't we? No, you're not there anymore. It's clearly only a top 3, Abadi. Otherwise, you would be 4 because you had a number a minute ago. So it's clearly only top 3 of interaction. It could be that, Mark. It could well be that. And Gary's just come in with was it Gary? Sorry, hang on. Let me just scroll up a minute. Gary Garner just came in a minute ago and came with a bit of racism, which shot him up the charts. It could be based on the last 5 minutes of action. It could be something like that. You say, give a bit of abuse, Mark. Mark, give a bit of abuse. You know, let's see you work for it. Because at the minute, Mark, I have to give you number 5. Yeah, racist. Actually, Dante, I don't know which Gary you're talking about. Because Gary Johnson, for the benefit of Gary Garner here, Gary Johnson is CM0102GDJ. Keep that number. Oh, sorry, Matt, you're waiting for me. I'm too busy fucking pissing around. I've not even looked at any jobs, but I think we're going to go past the halfway stage now. I think also, though, the thing that evens these things out is if I were to move to a team in the lower half of the table because we've gone past the halfway stage, it's unlikely I'm going to get my 10 signings in January. So... I started reading it, Mark. I started reading it and I read, I've never seen a pedo child, and I didn't read the rest and it said retracted. Did you retract it, Mark? Or did it get removed? Epping is my favourite place. I'm a double G, so that'll do. Double G, okay, you're a size double right. Sorry, Matt, you're still waiting on me, aren't you? Oh my god. Get in, GG. Let me just check my message. Oh shit. 1 minute, guys. Right. One Peter gag and Mark's a... Right, look. For the benefit of Gary Garner here, and you, Mark Whittaker, and you, Mr. Dante, right? Yes, it is, Gary. Right, listen. For the benefit of you guys, you got to abbreviate stuff, yeah? One Peter file gag and Mark's a goner. You get it? Right? You got to. Alternatively, as I said, send me the WhatsApp and I will gladly give you a shout out. I will give you a shout out. If you want something offensive saying, I will say it for you. If you want to dodge around it, nope, say it in layman's terms. When me and Mark were talking about an app we used to participate on, a radio app, stereo app, and Mark got banned, or the Americans didn't like something that Mark did, and Mark said this real sick joke, which I found funny, and Mark said, Mark didn't say it on here, he sent it to me on WhatsApp to remind me. It's fucking priceless. The Americans have got no sense of humour, they really haven't. Fucking shitheads. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Mark. I'd like to... Oh no, I can't. I'm not doing it because I'm sure somewhere on the line, even I'm breaking rules somewhere. In fact, I don't think I break rules, right? I think these disclaimers are the best thing I ever put on my channel. They really are. And the under 18s embargo thing, it was great. Let's just have a check now then at the... We got still a second tier, no good to me. A lot of jobs going, but nothing of interest. Okay. Okay, anything else? Ooh, R.I.P. Diego Jota he's still going. He's still going then. He's in, right, okay. Diego Jota, well that's what happens when you speed. That's what happens when you speed. Oh, was it YouTube? Was it YouTube that took it off? I'll tell you something interesting, right? Just on the subject of Diego Jota, right? So one of my nephews, Mike, he's a huge Liverpool fan, right? And he was quite devastated about the Jota thing. And he sends me this message, right? He sends me this message, and it's basically, he must have got it from somewhere. Basically, yeah, hold that thought, Dante. It said something like, a couple of years ago, or last season, Jota was in a challenge with somebody who actually injured something in him or something. It was like an injury that wasn't an obvious one, but he went through the pain barrier and had surgery at the end of the season after Liverpool won a title. However, this surgery has led to him having to travel by car, and he can't fly, right? And that's the reason he was getting the ferry that day. And I responded to my nephew Mike. I went, right, okay, so did that challenge also make sure he speeds as well? Because as far as I'm concerned, right, you speed, you pay the ultimate price. The same happened with Paul Walker, even though Paul Walker wasn't the driver. Do you know what? I'm not having any of this fucking, you know, don't get me wrong. It's sad. Oh, hang on a minute. Why can't Pakistanis play football? They get a corner. Oh, they open. Actually, Mark, I heard that years ago, right? It was always corner shop. He can't fly neither, can I? Nobody. I didn't know about the flying thing, to be honest with you, Gary. I didn't know about that fly thing. But it was to do. But I don't give a shit. You know, people can come up with every excuse in the world. He fucking drove, you know, like a maniac. I mean, if you ask his wife, would you rather me be a day late or me die? Do you know what I mean? You know, and I'm not, you know. This is it, and this is my nephew. Don't get me wrong, he's my nephew, and I love him to bits, right? And he won't hear a bad word said against Liverpool. And if I make a joke, or I shit you not here, if I make a joke to him about Hillsborough, right, he goes fucking spastic at me. He gets really defensive, and he gets really sort of agitated, right? And I'll say something like, Liverpool started it, you know, or praise Maggie Thatcher. Why does the River Mersey run through Liverpool if I walk to? Right, you can tell Neil is not here in a minute, can't you? You can tell Neil is not here. My mate cried on a night out because I mentioned, mate, I think, right, my nephew's not Scouse, he's Peterboroughan. Neil's obviously Scouse and is probably more patriotic towards it. But they are very sensitive, you know. But do you know what really I don't get? The guy that drove through the fucking crowd that looks like a terrorist, he was Scouse. Neil isn't here as he's been dipping like most. Yeah. A lot of people do dip in and out. You know, that was a local lad. Do you know what, right? Let's be fair, right? If that was anybody else, you'd want him fucking hanged. You know, I don't get whether he's Scouse or not, whether he's a Brummie or a fucking Peterboroughan or a Scot. You know, I know there's that thing about when you shake hands with a Scouser, check your fucking watch afterwards. Just shout hubcaps to a Scouser. Fucking hell, you can tell Neil's not here, can't you? You can tell Neil's not here. We're really going into Scousers at the minute. I've got, to be honest with you, right, I've not got an issue with things like accents, right? I don't mind Scouse, I don't mind Geordie. I have got an issue with two accents, right? And it's not Scots. It's not Scots before Gary says it. I've got an issue, right? Also, Scousers hate being English. Yeah. I think you're right. I think they prefer to just be called Scousers, but I disagree with that. Right, so my accents I've got an issue. My accents that I don't like is that's fucking. Actually, the first one is Welsh. I fucking hate Welsh. And when I'm watching these documentaries, right, on like bouncers and hard men, and they're Welsh, I can't take them seriously. And then I'll watch something similar, and it's Brummies. Brummies, I can't take serious. I really can't take Brummies serious at all. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not doing the survey though. Oh, okay. You can keep. I'm not doing the survey. I got the letter. I'm not doing the survey. Okay. Right, well that was a simpleton, weren't it? Right, okay, what have we finished? Bristol is. Yeah, I know, Mark. I know it is near Wales. I mean, the accents are different. They are accents. Like Matt's got an accent, but the Welsh, right? I can't stick it. I really can't stick it. And Brummies as well. Brummies as well. So let me just tell you what that was at the door, right? So we got this thing for the door to do a crime survey about policing in the area. And I said to Annie, I said, I ain't fucking doing that. I don't care if we've been selected. I'm not doing a survey because the policing system is a fucking joke. And that guy was there to pick it up. I said, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it either. And he looked like a right fucking simpleton, to be fair. Okay, so what was it now? Who sent me? Oh, Mark, that fucking joke about the two King of the Dugout guys that have fucked up a little bit with the non-EUs. The picture of the boat is fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, what happened just then? We just drew, didn't we? We just fucking drew. Right, my headphones are charged. Okay. We're going to have to shoot off in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. And we will need to call it a day. We'll see if we can get Matt's transfers in. Sure, he's working on deals here and there. I've got another DMC, haven't I? Have I got a quality DMC? I don't think I have I? No, I haven't. So, I'm going to put Estevez in the middle. And I will put Cardosa in the middle. Right, okay. That will do. Right, where's that Molina? I want Molina to start getting no money, mate. Oh, shit, have you not? Mikey linked with what? Fuck off. Shove that up your arse. You got no money? Let's have a look at Matt's money. Well, okay, that's not... Oh, dear. Fucking hell, Matt. Right, Matt is no doubt keeping an eye on the job. Actually, has this reset yet? It hasn't reset yet, has it, Matt, for you? Oh, it has reset. Sorry. They only wanted you to say if you see it work. Yeah. Oh, mate. Honestly, Gary, the police in here is just fucking shit. It's fucking shit. And if I do it, I'll be a cunt. And if I'm a cunt, they don't pay attention anyway. I had a run-in with the doctor's surgery last week. Again, this was Tuesday, and the woman was really rude on the phone, and I said, there's no need to be like that, and she goes, I wasn't. I went, yes, she was. She goes, oh, blah, blah. And I said, look, you've told me that you record your calls for training purposes. I suggest you listen back, and she wouldn't give me her name. I asked for her name, she wouldn't give me it. So I got the practice manager's name, and I rang back next day, and I said, look, there's no point in me going through the correct channels because I know it gets swept under the carpet, because I know it does. And she goes, I will listen to the video. And I logged everything. Every time I rang, and I was a real... I know it still goes nowhere. They're fucking cunts. Basically, yeah, you could say that. But if I'm honest with you, Dante, it was a sensitive subject. It was a very, very sensitive subject. And she fucking wound me up. She wound me up. And I've got to be careful because... when I get pissed off, I'm like to say, you cunt. Do you know what I mean? So I have to sort of turn on to a little bit of a fucking turn a level. Get that, and you can get that. yeah, I can imagine. My daughter's always watching fucking TikToks on Karens and shit. And there's one for what's the equivalent for a man? Is it a Kevin? Is it Kevin? She announces genital warts and Ash. You're not even funny. You did, but yes, she did. Right, okay. So have you got no deals on the pipeline, Matt? I'm not selling anybody. Has he been playing? I've got to just check my defence a minute. Just want to check my defence. Yeah, it's definitely... See, that guy there, right? I've not even played him, have I? But he's a right back. He's a right back, and I will use him if I need to. So it's a Gary then. Is that what you're saying? It's a Gary. It's a Karen and a Gary. I'm sure, I could be wrong. I'm sure my daughter said it's a Kevin or something like that. I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to have to look into that anyway. Right, okay, so yeah, Matt, so have you got no transfers in the pipeline at all? Matt will be eagerly await. Fuck off. Don't want it at all. One thing I will say is I will not be going for any jobs unless I intend on taking them. I don't want to, I thought about it. It was a mistake, really, me doing what I did. It was a silly thing to do. Who is Gary Johnson? Yeah, it's Johnston. It's Johnston. Right. Gary Johnston. Dante, did you look at the Barely Legal? See what you've become? You're still an Italian international, but only one cap. Sounds a bit... Gary Johnson was Yeovil town manager. Now, Gary Garner, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I need to correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was also our manager, Peterborough United manager. I'm sure we had a Gary Johnson as manager. I'll have to Google it, but I'm pretty certain. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that, Dante. Yeah, 3-month injury was shit. It ruined your season, to be honest with you. I think I have made a fuck up on that Belly Legal. I probably shouldn't have made the club with a higher reputation like I did, because they're more inclined to go and buy players now, and they've got money. So, I suppose it's about loyalty and stuff like that. I'll be back. Yeah, no, that's good. That's the way. I think Conor Marchbank's he's had the best so far. He's got a Spurs move. Stuart Danton's the highest valued player, but he's not going to get any game time. I mean, you saw Belly Legal, they brought Gary Lineker and Jean-Pierre Papin to lead the front. Chera Choi's been sent out on loan. What's my goalies like? You know what? I don't want to sell anybody else. After after the deadline, I can then start looking at players, you see, for next season. But then, yeah, see, we're not losing money, which surprises me. We've got a fairly okay stadium, okay resources. I know Barry Fry was, but don't you even go there. Why? What? What's your fucking problem? Fat cunt, hate him. Fuck off, you're a twat. Oh right, okay, Gary. Yeah, right. I won't say it yet. I won't say any more about Barely Legal. I won't say, but I will say this. Actually, no. It's on the video what I was about to say. It's not about the game itself, but I'll let you hear it. And that fat fuck is still hanging around Peterborough like a bad fucking smell. He's still there. Does my fucking boxing, it really does. Right, so 4 clear. I mean, as long as we're clear in promotion, I don't really care. We're past the halfway stage. Well, we're on the halfway stage. So look, we're almost past the halfway stage over here. So if Benfica come available, now this is interesting because well, if Benfica come available, they're in the bottom half of the table. So if they come available and I were to apply for them, upon being offered the job, they've got to be in the top half. In the bottom half. Very, very, yes, crazy, isn't it? That's fucking crazy. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know where that sort of money's come from. Let me just quickly check what sort of money Porto have got. 105. The difference in that, I don't get it. I don't understand. I've just thought though, do Benfica start in debt? So they've got to have had some sort of takeover at some point. 131. Braga, Rich. I think we checked that. 95. Anybody else worth checking? Who else is a big club? Oh, I don't know. That's fucking insane, isn't it? It really is insane. Okay, so we're moving an MC now then into the DMC slot. He's still suspended, isn't he? He's still got a 4-game ban. Hines has got a 1-game ban. Okay, and we're losing 1-0 very early on. I mean, I will keep it. I've got to keep an eye on Benfica because the longer it gets in the second half of the season, if they're below, check Benfica's transfer history, they may be a selling club. I'll check. I'll look at that. Fucking come on! Why am I not fucking winning this? I should win this 4-2. If I don't win this 4-2, the game's bullshit. 3-2. Okay. Make the numbers count, for fuck's sake. Make them count, make them count. Ah, 3-2 will do. Okay. Okay, I will check that with Benfica. But you saw the bug on Barcelona. They're clearly a fucking selling club. We're only 4 points clear, which is a little bit bizarre, to be honest with you. Let's just check. Just thought I'd check to see if they were insecure at all, but they're not, are they? Oh. Well, they're insecure. Fuck me. They're slightly insecure. And they're 5th. That's crazy. Sorry, we were going to look at Benfica, weren't we? So let me just check their chairman first. Yeah. 16. 63. Well, they're definitely a selling club, aren't they? 15, 20, 20. Yeah, they're selling, aren't they? Let me just have a look at the average value. I mean, I missed it, Mikey. You missed what? You missed what? What? This is their players out the last few seasons. Yeah, they're selling. They're averaging out at about 20, 30 million a season. 63 that season. Oh, the Barcelona. It's nothing major. It's just unless that's changed. No, they've still not bought a player for like 7-8 years. They've not bought a player. Incidentally, the last player they bought was the regen of. He was a regen of Haaland. Haaland's been regened again, and of course, you know their team's getting shitter and shitter. Last season they finished 18th. And if they go out the league, it could be a long, long time before they return. Matt, we will have one more game, and then we'll save after the 28th, okay? Hines is available. What did Estevez get? He got me a 7. That's no good. What did Cardoso get me? He got me a 7. That's no good as well. Okay. Okay, so I think we're all good. Let's just check my goalkeepers. Winkler's just not done it, has he? Fucking cunts. Okay. So, oh shit, hang on, let me just check. Is Jimenez is only at 12 and 12. Kvist is 783. Okay, I'm off to watch Belly. Yeah, no worries, Gary. Take it easy. Appreciate you dropping in, Gary. I'm finished in, like, say, 2-3 minutes, mate. So, all good. I think we're going to need to make a change over here. I know he's on 1 and 2. 1 and 2, that means shit, really. Chris is in 8 and 7. Jimenez is in 12 and 12. We're gonna, you know, we've got to go with the on-form players, haven't we? So to remind you guys, we will save in the next 2-3 minutes after the 28th game, which actually will open up Matt's window as well, which is a stroke of luck. We'll have a quick gander if Matt has got any players. In fact, we'll check on the 28th. We'll check on the 28th what players Matt comes in. Okay. No, I'm not selling him. Not selling anybody, especially whilst we're still in January. See, Real Madrid are buying players. I don't know what to say about the. I mean, if one of us took over Barcelona, would we be able to buy players? That is right. Okay, right, that's the mistake I made. Fucking twat. I don't think I've spelled that name right, have I? But I know who he is. I've got his name wrote down on a spreadsheet of all players in their ages, so I can track. Okay, it's the 28th then. Let's just check if Matt got any players in. Oh, he didn't get anybody in. I suppose he can only get free. Oh, I see you've been given a bit of money there, Matt. A little bit of money. A little flaw in the game here. In Brazil, you get no season ticket money. As you can see, you get nothing for whatever reason. So you've been given. Oh, 8 million was on players sold. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so how long is he still suspended for? 3 games. I'm happy to take the pot shot. And this is for our place in the quarterfinals then. Rock and roll. It's rock and roll. AVS against Covila. Okay, I think next season is going to be so different though. It's certainly going to be so different. I think we got very lucky in Greece with PAOK, their manager, retiring. And I think, you know, whilst we play this, whilst me and Matt play this, you need that element of luck along the way. And we've both had our fair share of luck. We've both had our fair share of bad luck as well. Let's take him. I'm actually going to give a bit of game now to Diego Molina. We'll give him a little bit of game time. Apparently he's got a PA of 180 at least, because we picked him up on the school search. So let's see what he can do for me, shall we? 552 in attendance. Fucking hell. I didn't see that. Holy shit. It's almost like Scottish football, isn't it? Is he gone yet? Okay, well, who gives a fuck? We're going through to the last 8 of the cup. And we are through. We're through to the quarterfinals. Let's just check selected leagues. Selected leagues, job. I think that's everything then. There's nothing else worth me doing. Guys, what can I say? A big thank you to all of you guys for interacting. Gary Garner, Gary Johnson, Miga Dante, Mark Whitaker, Neil when you popped in, Abadi, thank you. And all the rest of the guys that have dipped in and out here and there, appreciate it. As I've said at the start of the video, I've recorded this as a video to upload as a part. We've made some good headroom, me and Matt. What we've done now then? Hour and 45 minutes, is that? Hour and 45, yeah, so we've done some good game time on it. Let me just do a second save. Really happy with that. And I think Matt will be happy to have got promotion. He's desperate for a move. There's no doubt he's desperate for his move. He obviously didn't get too much money in prize money or anything because he's got 8 million, but he's sold £8 million worth of players. So he's going to be absolutely desperate for an early release of a player, of a manager. But who knows? Who knows? We shall see. And that's it from me. Till next time, guys. When I can end stream, I was going to say take it easy. But I can't end stream whilst I'm saving. Yes, there you go.